Committing murder to eliminate victims and witnesses is heinous, and it shakes the very core of our justice system, which depends on people truthfully testifying to what they know. Today's arrest shows that anyone who tries to interfere and retaliate against victims and witnesses in an attempt to subvert the rule of law will have to answer for it. After all, the public's trust is critical for our justice system to function properly. That's why the FBI will do everything in its power to bring to justice anyone who tries to undermine that trust. Our hearts go out to Sandra, to the Birchmore family, and all who knew and loved Sandra. On behalf of the FBI, I want to thank them for their cooperation, patience, perseverance, and fortitude. I also want to thank our agents and analysts for their hard work and dedication, Acting U.S. Attorney Josh Levy and his team for their partnership, and both Chief McNamara of the Stoughton Police Department and Colonel Mon with the Massachusetts State Police for their assistance in helping us move this investigation forward. Thank you.
Let's take an opportunity to bring in our guest for this hour, criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor Eric Faddis. Eric, so much to unpack, but boy, I sure do like the FBI is not hiding the ball. They just laid out the evidence, why he has been indicted by a grand jury, why they are going forward on these charges, multiple charges. He was not only a police officer in a community trust position. He had a relationship with her from the time she was 12 because she was part of an Explorers program. So there was that trust position to then exploit her according to the federal indictment and sexually abuse her and eventually killing her to look like a suicide. It really doesn't get much worse than this if these allegations are true.
Yeah, Judge Ashley, what a harrowing incident here. And as you touched on, it really goes to the center of the public trust in law enforcement. You know, we like to think that we can trust them to protect us, to keep us safe. And then, at least according to these allegations, this officer did the opposite of that. He preyed upon the vulnerability. He engaged in obscene conduct with a minor and then ultimately led to this murder of this innocent victim, at least according to the allegations. And so I think it's going to have a ripple effect throughout that community. And there's going to be measures law enforcement's going to have to take to regain that trust over time.
Yeah, and, you know, I just have to point out the physical vulnerability. She's 4'10", according to the FBI spokesperson. He 6'4". And the other thing I have to say is kudos to this family. They are the ones who pushed it. They said it's not a suicide. They got more reports done. They got more testing done to keep the ball rolling. And then the FBI came in and did their job.